Hello again, Struck Pop. Welcome back to another evening of streaming with me, Struck. Today I will be leveling up a new hero. Sorry. A new forged Flaming Destroyer hero. I can't wait to see what I'm gonna do with it. Should I go pressure shot? At least maybe while leveling I will be doing pressure shot, but I've already got a pressure shooter build. And I've already got shotgun blast critical mass build, so maybe I should try and make a Flaming Destroyer melee build. We'll see. I mean, I don't want to repeat my old builds, but while leveling up some things might be better than others, so what will it be? Time will tell. Let's just get on with it. And welcome back, Nerd Gamer GR. I'm back here very early, and this is gonna be my final hero on this account until they increase on this server, until they increase the hero limit. From here on, after this hero, I will be making offline heroes because, well, there's no more room. So yeah. Okay. I don't want to delete one or two because later I will be making builds on those heroes. I want to have one of every class, subclass, which is 20 heroes. So whenever there's some new gear, whenever there's some new skills, I wouldn't need to go and re-level a new one. I can just take that one that I've got leveled up and I can just make a new build with it. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of having one of every relic and class combination, just so that you can just respec whenever you want. What's the point of leveling all those heroes if I have to delete them and level up new ones, and then again waste time leveling the same one that I had leveled up but I deleted? It makes no sense. It makes no sense to delete a hero that I've spent a lot of time leveling and gearing up, just so I can try a new one.
What are you doing, rookie? Don't just stand there. The fort is under
But
attack.
the single player is right now the only solution if you want to have one of each. So hopefully very soon we see an increase on the character limit to 20. That's all we need, 20. We don't need more than 20. Anything more than 20 is people just being greedy, because 20 allows you to have one of each, and from there on you can just respec. See, Magic Legends is doing something amazing. Magic Legends is doing the classes as something that you can switch between on the same hero. So Magic Legends, not only do you not need to level up new subclasses, but you don't need to level up new classes. I mean, you can still level up new classes, but you don't need to level up a new hero. I can switch on the same hero between one class and another on Magic Legends, and then use the same spells and gear, etc. I would just need to level up the new class to get those extra abilities, but that's it. That's the only thing in Magic Legends that people would need to level up. And that's nice. If you start a new hero, you just need to level up new spells if you want to use new spells. And I'm very happy. I watched that stream yesterday, the one I was linking from 2 days ago, the devs that were streaming, and it was nice. The first 6 levels of the game looked fine, but that doesn't tell me much about the end game. Obviously there's gonna be open world zones like Torchlight Frontiers before it changed to Torchlight 3, and you're gonna be able to see random people there, and just like Guild Wars 2, there will be random events, skirmishes happening around the map. and there's gonna be, from what I've seen, um, four neighborhoods in each plane, and there's like 5 planes. I think it was 5 planes. So that's like at least 20 big maps, big zones, which is pretty nice. You can explore those. There's skirmishes, there's missions, waypoints, etc. So I'm genuinely excited, even more than I was yesterday, today, about Magic Legends. I've not made a build with co-launch. Obviously, if I made one, it won't be meta, because you would be losing a lot of defense from Vortex Bomb and be a bit squishier, but I might make one. I mean, if not on Flaming Destroyer, I don't know where. It's that one synergy here we've got. Yeah, it's been a while since I played the Forged. Nice to be back on it. I'm still trying to use my mobility skill. I always do this before level 5, constantly pressing my spacebar in the hopes that my mobility skill would trigger. It's just muscle memory. Should I level up with a Sword Smash setup? I could level up as a Sword Smash setup. It's not gonna be terrible. Should check what items I've got through all these. Tic-tac from Return of Oz. Okay. If you say so. I don't even know who Tic-tac is from Return of Oz. Return to Oz. Is Return to Oz a new movie? Or a recent movie about the Wizard of Oz? Is it an old one? Is it a book? The original name of the book is I remember the original name of the book wasn't Return. I don't remember, unless there's a sequel book and that was called Return. It's been a long time since I've... Oh, look at where it's hiding. Okay. 5 out of 5.
Your pet is badly wounded.
Okay. Just a moment, I'm just using something for my lower back as an extra lumbar support. I'm using some sort of sheet or something in a bow, but I didn't position it properly. I think it's good now.
That spell can't be cast.
Okay, next one gravestone over here.
Quest complete.
Oh, it's the old movie. Okay, from an old movie was when it was black and white cinema.
You can't cast that spell here.
So this one from '85 is probably the first remake. You use a back support that breathes. I mean, I'm gonna try and get myself a mesh back support as well. I'm just using a sheet, a random sheet for bed sheet. Jumboed made it in a bowl. Actually, I started using this today. I was thinking, okay, what can I make to keep my posture better? Because this chair is definitely not good for my posture. It just doesn't have enough lumbar support. It has one thing I can control with a rotating thingy around here, and it just makes a bump, but that bump is barely noticeable. I can barely feel the difference between maximum and minimum of that bump. So yeah, there's that.
Potions for you, potions for your little friend. Oh, I'll be seeing you soon.
Let's talk to the general. Maybe level up.
May the fallen soldiers rest in peace. We're all grateful for your help, recruit, but we must resume our mission.
No, not
I
the
need you
level
to
up
gather
time
medicine
yet.
while we're short-handed. There are a lot of
Yeah, Amazon.co.uk. I'm gonna pay more for delivery than the actual thing costs. I know they sell those in my country somewhere, but thanks for the link. I might look up to see if they sell the same thing somewhere nearby. I know they sell those because I've seen people back when I used to work. Some of my colleagues used to have those for their work chairs as additional back support. I would love to get a chair that has mesh at the bottom and mesh at the back. That would be perfect, but yeah, for now chairs are not on my agenda, not on my priority list of things I need. Although a good chair can do a lot for you in the long run. But meshes are amazing, especially in the summer. In the summer, the mesh is great.
Cast that here. You can't do that. Your life is slipping away. You can't use that skill.
See how I'm not hitting him when he's doing this attack.
Your pack is too heavy.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to put the right skill on my pet. Second, third.
Your pack is full.
But yeah, today I uploaded that Drain Shooter Strikes 2.0. And yeah, enough sharpshooter stuff. Thankfully. Thankfully I'm playing the Forge now, cause yeah, I felt like playing a Forge for quite some time. The dreaded level 4 is coming, the one that takes a lot of time to get level 5 once you reach 4.
That spell cannot be cast.
Okay.
Your pet is taking damage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick up everything.
You can't do that here. You can't use that skill.
Was my XP almost leveled up? I'm gonna wait for them to spawn and boom, one shot. Right, Travel Passage and then Travel Point. And what's Yapper's quest next? Maybe it was the next one. What's the time? 8:46. Oh, we've got time. It's still early. It's pretty dark outside, but it's still early. Wait, while I'm here, might as well check the storage. I think that's the Wobby items. Just checking for some Wobby items. I think it's too early to check here. Still got something though, still got something out of out of this. Now let's go to Travel Point, see what we get, and then move on.
Good job with the mushrooms, recruit. What's that? Giant purple monster.
Good job with the mushrooms, recruit. Okay.
It's dark in those.
Good job with the mushrooms.
Why don't you get some rest? Dismissed.
Potions for your little friend? Oh, is there more?
Wait, I need to talk to Zaya.
Hey, adventurer. I overheard you and the general talking. Giant purple monsters?
You have gained a level.
Long ago they invaded.
Saving the skill point so I can get the mobility skill leveled up next.
Are you saying they're back? We have to change the general's mind. Adventurer.
Let's see. Okay, let's move. So yeah, this is the level. I always dread getting to level 4 because it takes so long to get level 5, and then suddenly it becomes twice as easy to get from level 5 to 6 and so on until like level 40 something. It's weird. It's weird for level 4 to 5 to take 2000, and then from 5 to 6 and 6 to 7 and so on for the next like 30 plus levels to only need 1000 XP per level. It's weird why level 4 needs twice the XP of the other levels. This guy came into my room to ask for food, but he ate right before I started my stream, so yeah, he shouldn't be he shouldn't be begging me for food.
You can't do that.
Let's see.
You can't do that.
Okay. No, those ones. I'm just taking my time to make sure by the time I'm doing the next boss fight, or maybe the second boss fight after the next, I've got level 5. I just really want the mobility skill. Let's see. What's my XP? 300, damn, that's so bad. Well, let's do the chasm. Maybe I'm gonna get level 5 by the time I'm doing wide world. I really need the mobility skill for wide world though, to dodge his charging attacks and to dodge the stuns. I mean the falling rocks.
Cast that spell here.
keep moving. Dynome says, hey dude, just wondering, when I see your equipment it says modified. Oh yeah, it means it has been remodeled from the style station. From the style station in your fort you can apply the skin of one item to another item of the same type. So you can make one sword to look like another sword, you can make one chest armor to look like another chest armor. You can also dye. You can also dye stuff. So for example, I can make it be black, I can make it be red, yellow, purple, orange, and whatever other color you have in the dyes. They're normally like, it's not like just a single color, there's like accent and main color and stuff like that. I only modify the things so they look visually nice when I make builds, so that the hero looks like the subclass. So for Blood Drinker I'm going for black and red. For Flaming Destroyer I'm going for orange. For Electrode I'm going for purple, things like that. So just when I make those teasers for the classes, they have some items and some gear that looks like the subclass. It's cosmetic stuff. It's definitely not something people should care much about. It's not gonna boost your damage. But still, it's nice. I love having cosmetics so that when I make a different build with the same hero, or with the same class, I mean, people would be able to visually see a difference one way or another. Yeah, that's it for the cosmetics. The same way pets are just a cosmetic thing. Whether your pet is a dog or a cat, it doesn't matter other than looks. Every pet can use every skill as long as you have unlocked that skill by finding a pet that gives it. And obviously the rare skins have higher chance of giving you some of the harder to get skills, but eventually once you get all the skills, you really won't care much besides for visual, for cosmetics. And I like that it works that way. I like that I'm not locked to using a certain pet so I can get that skill, and I can just pick the pet I like visually and put the skills I like to use for my setups, for my synergies. So many ranged enemies.
That spell can't be cast.
Anything better? Oh, a little bit of extra DPS. Oh, and I'm forgetting. Oh, actually, I don't have wife-bound scrolls. Forgot. I had like 20 plus wife-bound scrolls on my sharpshooter. I could have transferred those in the storage, so I can use them on this hero while leveling up. Well, soon we'll be doing the beasts, the face beasts, and I can just get some scrolls there to wife-bind the items for extra damage. I'm only wife-binding weapons when I level up. Otherwise, because I'm gonna need a lot of scrolls if I start wife-binding armor as well. And the game just doesn't drop that many in the first few levels. There aren't that many phase beasts in the first few levels to afford wife binding everything, but just the weapons is good enough while leveling. There we go, that's the scroll I needed.
You can't cast that spell.
Okay, let's keep moving. Dino says, hey, my second character going for disc mage. Oh, okay. What type of disc mage did you decide to go for? Relic recommendations? Well, if you want damage, Electrode and Flaming Destroyer are good choices. The one thing I really like about Electrodes is casting speed. And casting speed works on almost every disc mage skill except Holy Fury. But I just saw a spicy, extra spicy, archiving the note ticket about Holy Fury not working with the casting speed. So maybe they fixed that. Maybe with the next patch we would see Holy Fury actually benefiting from the casting speed. Because yeah, I got an email about that ticket getting archived, which means they have either considered that that's not the change they want to make, or they have made the change and it's coming with the next update. So we'll see. I really love Electrode though. Electrode for Disc Mage is my favorite relic. Second favorite for Disc Mage is Flaming Destroyer for me. I just love spamming spells with extra casting speed. And those two builds, the Electrode builds, the Absolver Zealot 2.0 and the Unholy Blaster, I really love those builds. They were both very fun to play for me. The more recent ones I made. Even knowing that they've removed the cost reduction, the mana cost reduction items, even with that, it feels okay to play with this much casting speed, draining your mana this quickly.
You can't cast that.
So you can try one of those two builds. In my opinion, you would love it. If you love the Electrode, if it doesn't hurt your eyes, and if you're playing on a machine that can handle the FPS drops from Electrode, then obviously go for that one. Egg of Mayhem. Eddie says, I got the Woods Beast hatch and my little general for my care. Oh, that's nice. Woods Beast hatch definitely helps. By the way, if anyone is around the same level as me, we can level up together. If anyone has a hero around level 5 on any difficulty, I can always switch. I wouldn't mind doing that, although Hopefully we have the same pacing. Some people level slower, some people level quicker. I'm kind of a middle ground, neither rushing too much nor being too slow. Yours is level 3. Oh, that's not bad. We can team up. I wouldn't mind teaming up. We'll quickly even out in regards to quests. So feel free to throw me an invite and I can just help you push through the stuff. What difficulty are you on though? So I can be on the same difficulty. Okay, I'm gonna go on hard and then we can invite each other. Third letter is back. Welcome back, third letter. Nice seeing you. Leveling the forged. This is up. Leveling the forged. Okay, let's. I guess it doesn't matter who invites the other person.
Oh yes, potions. I've got those. Oh, I'll be seeing you soon.
I remind you of Chop Suey. Okay.
If you have money, I got gear.
Good to know. I needed a helmet. Kivinovic says, what is the best spec for sharpshooter? Well, I can't say the one best spec, but Electrode and Flaming Destroyer builds are pretty good on any class. So whether it's sharpshooter or anything else, you can't go wrong with Electrode or with Flaming Destroyer. They're just great.
Gear for coin, gear for coin.
So Eddie, can you invite me or accept? Oh, you're showing up as offline. Interesting. Ah, there we go.
Your pet is back.
So yeah, I'm gonna teleport. You just do your quests. I can teleport to you. We can do your quests, and eventually we will even out. So I'm gonna wait for you to teleport wherever your quest is and follow.
Ale, can I offer you a drink?
In the meantime, I can open some gear bundles. Maybe I can get something nice. Ooh, 198 gear bundles. I hate having to collect so many because it's just so time consuming collecting those gear bundles. I hope they add some quality of life in regards to collecting those.
See you next time.
YouTube video content. Gacha Rose. Yeah. That would be nice if I wait for 1,000. See, if I wait for 1,000 of those, that would be nice. Or 500, maybe I can wait for like 500 uncollected, and then collect them, stash them in my storage, and then put them in the consumables tab and open them one after the other. So Liu General for now is not gonna be great for me. Gotcha, Rose. Okay, Eddie is in a den of Hevel. The third letter, did you get invited to play Magic Legends? Because I got 2 invites for both of my accounts. From my old account, which I rarely use, the old Perfect World account, and then And then for the then for my streamer account, my new account. But we can say that we got invited into the alpha. But yeah, in March 23rd everyone would be able to play during the open beta. But with the alpha they sent another wave of 80,000 invites. So they said that the last test had a total of like 1,000 invites altogether from the 100,000 invites from all the different alpha phases. And now another 80,000 on top of those new invites. I'm wondering how many of those people would actually play. Obviously I got 2 invites, so here's one less player from those numbers, because my old account, which I didn't even sign up this account to the beta. It's an account I no longer use. That is just a perfect world account, and I guess they just or maybe I signed this account up long ago. But yeah, a few days ago I signed up my streamer account, and I did get the invite the other day. But yeah, I'm very excited about Magic Legends. That stream, the dev stream from 2 days ago, got me even more hyped about things. When I heard that you can just change classes on the same hero without needing to make a new hero. Obviously you still need to level up the classes to get their bonuses, but yeah, that's pretty decent. That sounds very good, indeed. But yeah, from those many accounts may not even play the game, but still, if from those 80,000 new wave, that's the new wave, they had like 100,000 from the previous few alpha waves altogether, from what I heard in one of the dev videos. The last wave was 40,000. So if the last wave was 40,000, the previous waves were probably 60 altogether. And then now 80,000 is the final new wave of closed alpha. That's just some good news. Oh wait, I shouldn't change my weapon yet. Yeah, Eddie, just keep doing your thing, I'm gonna follow. In fact, I can even give you waypoints to some of the next stuff. His quest should be... I'm not gonna kill the enemies, but... And goats in a pond, an interesting nickname, welcome. Icebreaker, also welcome to you too. If you have any question, folks, feel free to ask. And AD, I'm going forward, feel free to port to me whenever you're done with the turning in of the quests. Okay, that's not the way. But yeah, 2 forged heroes leveling together. That's nice. Double the robot and double the oil stains. So I'm in Trevel Passage now, where your next quest, I guess, would take you. But yeah, Third Letter, just like you, I'm worried about monetization, but they're saying that the monetization would be basically buying new heroes and new spells as booster packs. But those heroes and spells apparently, as from the devs point of view in Magic Legends, buying spell packs and new heroes would not give you stronger heroes and stronger spells, just different play style. I will wait and see for myself how much even the Geomancer, the starting class, is compared to a Sanctifier or a Necromancer or a Mind Mage, and how strong the spells you get from booster packs would be compared to the other ones. Everything you would be able to farm. Apparently you would be able to unlock those heroes and spells yourself. And since I really don't care about the PvP in Magic Legends, It's gonna be 1v1 duos, but the main focus of the game would be PvE. I really wouldn't care about that as much. But in my opinion, this is... Oh, wait, AD, the party got disbanded. I still think...
Your pet has arrived.
I still think it will be... anything that gives you an advantage and allows you to save time, and there's nothing more precious than time. Anything that lets you save time, not needing to farm something, is a little bit of a pay to win or a what pay to win, depending. So it's kind of pay to win, but acceptable pay to win in my opinion. But we'll see. I mean, I can only guess from what they've written in their blog posts about monetization. I can even share the blog post for those who might want to read. I shared it yesterday, but let's see if I still have the window open. This is it. This is the blog post from, well, it's from June 29th of June. But yeah, if anyone wants to read it, here's the blog post. So you can just read the original source instead of me. Yeah, Eddie, you can teleport to me if your quest is here, or is it not? Goats in a pond. You're talking about Torchlight 3 or Magic Legends? Sometimes simple is actually good, and I can agree that both this game and Magic Legends have some simplicity, but that doesn't mean zero depth. Simple sometimes means you can have simplicity and depth. Just like in this game, you can have hundreds of different builds by combining one class with another subclass, or another subclass or another subclass, and then taking maybe more barrage, or maybe more bro, or maybe using more relying more on the relic side of things, and then there's the legendarium. Pet skills I'm not gonna comment on, those are just not that big of an impact on a build. Okay, Eddie's here. Take your waypoint. But from what I've seen in Magic Legends, there will be good amount of build diversity, good amount of depth. Combining artifacts with items like gear and with the class abilities, which are a few, but still you have those, and then having a mixed deck or a single color deck. So 2 colors or 1 color decks, those would be pretty fun. Yeah, I also need it to be more fun than Warhammer. But from what I've seen, Magic Legends does seem to be more fun than Warhammer, but I want to see the end game. End game is what keeps people playing those games. Because yeah, you can enjoy the game, it could have a fun story, and you can play it as a single player game in a co-op, that's fine, but after the story is done, people want something to keep them playing, some replayability. And there will be the obvious replayability, redoing the zones from the story on harder difficulties to farm new spells and new items. But they haven't mentioned about actual dungeons and stuff. But what I can tell you is that every single mission from the story you can revisit as a free roam. You can go into those zones, and then you can go into the dungeons from those zones and select the final difficulty and redo those. And that's a good type of end game, but that's not the real end game. They're still, I'm not saying what the real end game will be. But from streams I've seen this. I'm only talking about things I've seen myself on the dev streams and on the videos, trailers, etc. So I still haven't played the game, but can't wait for the alpha to test it. But the replayability to farm new skills, new spells, and to test new builds, that would be good replayability. If you wanna try a new deck, if you wanna level up a new deck to the maximum, you're gonna have to grind a bit. Thankfully, I saw decent rewards. I was very scared from the trailers, where I was seeing people only getting 2-3 spell pages per map at the end when collecting the rewards. Then, yes, 2 days ago from that dev stream, I saw them getting 20-30 spell pages of multiple spells from a map, which is great because rank 1 of a spell takes 60. And if a spell has 10 ranks, that means a lot of grinding for spell pages. So now that I've seen that it's not as grindy as I imagined, I can kind of... weight has been lifted. Because I was very skeptical about the grindiness and how long it will take to respec and level up new decks. So it's good to know that it's not as grindy as I first imagined. If they can get 20-30 spell pages for a bunch of different spells, for 10 minutes of defending a certain objective from monsters on the easiest difficulty, I'm gonna assume that on the hardest difficulty those 30-40, maybe 20-30 go to 30-40 or 50-60, maybe even more, because there's gonna be more champions spawning. Oh, there's the waypoint of Fields of Unrest here. But yeah, it's good to hear that there's people excited about this game like me. Many people are not excited because it's Perfect World Entertainment and they're famous from having pay to win in Perfect World International and all the other Perfect World games before it, and in Neverwinter, and I'm assuming some other games there as well. But then there's games like this one that has no monetization other than buy to play, which I definitely support such games where it's buy to play. But we do know that Magic Legends is free to play, we do know that we'll be able to buy things. But again, I wouldn't call it pay to win much if there's really no competitive PvE. If there is competitive PvE like leaderboards, then things do end up becoming pay to win if you can get something that's stronger. For now, time will tell whether what the developers are saying is true, that having new spells does not mean stronger spells, and having new heroes does not mean stronger heroes. I'll see about that myself when I get my hands on it. So let's go do this quest now. So after this we're gonna even up on quests. So this is the last quest I did before we teamed up. And then we're gonna be on the same quest to get White Vault. Okay. But it's nice for once to level up in a team. Definitely different experience. I'm probably gonna get Cloak of Flames so we can get the aura buff for everyone at level 10. Mr. Letter says maybe more AoE or stronger single target. They will find way to overpower at first and then nerf. Maybe, I mean, I'm very surprised about Chaos Bane releasing the Witch Hunter so underpowered. Normally, if you release a hero as a paid content, normally developers, I've noticed, they do it, make it overpowered so that people can buy it. It happens to games like League of Legends, Paladins, Dota, what else? Not Overwatch, what's the name? Heroes of the Storm. In those games, normally, when there's new heroes where you can pay to unlock it sooner than grinding for it, normally I've noticed the trend is having those heroes be overpowered to give people the incentive to buy it, to buy currency to buy it. That's how it is, and I'm very surprised that in Chaos Bane the Witch Hunter was actually the most underpowered hero compared to the O when it came out, and it still is, because there hasn't been a patch since then. But at least you gotta give them credit for not making it overpowered. So we'll see if in Magic Legends there will be something like that. Overpowered classes and spells from the spell pack. And is the spell pack going to be fully gacha? If I get the spell pack, would that spell pack give me a random spells, or would it give me specific spells? That's also something I want to find out. For example, there's a black spell booster or a red spell booster or blue spell booster. Would that give you specific spells? Would it give you random spells of the same colors, the same type? There are many questions I've got. And even if I start playing the game next month during the alpha, I won't be able to tell you until until the NDA is lifted. But I can guess. It does sound a bit bad, yeah. But again, I can have my fun playing the game if I don't care about competing with others, and I don't really. I'm not a competitive player anymore. I had my fair share of competitive when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. But now I just want to kill stuff, wood stuff, and make builds and share those builds with others. So we'll see how that would be. Another Mountain King wheel. See, the drop rates of this game when you're leveling are 4 or 5 times better than level 60 endgame drop rates. They're just hooking you to the game with all those legendary drops. Okay. Okay. But we're playing in multiplayer as well, so that also increases the drop rates substantially. Okay, White Vault is next. I'm gonna start moving. You can turn in and teleport to me unless it's telling you to go there right now. Flint's hideout. Okay. Is this where he draws all the nice art in the game?
You can't cast that here. That spell can't be cast.
Alright. My pet still hasn't returned. Wondering if I should keep my points. Right, that was this little hideout. For now, I'm probably gonna save points. Oh, so I can have more levels for Poker Flames
You can't cast that.
at level 10. Although I could level Rapid Fire to level 3.
It's a trap.
Okay. And some more, and some more. Almost level 7.
You have gained a level.
Level 7, yeah, let's save some points. I don't feel the urgent need to spend those points right now. I still haven't decided if this will be a melee build or not. I already have a build with pressure shot and I already have a build with critical mass. So maybe I can make a build that doesn't use either of those. And for the Flaming Destroyer.
Cast that spell. You can't cast that spell here. You can't cast that here.
Okay. off to the lair. What does this get as a tier 1 bonus? The hazards. Should I make a sword smash build? A sword smash melee build might be fun, but I'm still probably gonna level up with Quoker Flames. Especially if you're in a team, having the aura really helps because it boosts everyone's damage.
That spell cannot be cast.
The spectacle drop. Actually, let's keep this as a spare in case I get wrecked. I need a new cannon. Might gamble for one. Come on, I'm gonna drink some water. This loading screen. There we go. Let's see what reward I get.
Kennick called me a fool, but I
And yeah, no, I need a cannon.
Where'd that old drunk go anyway? No matter. Bring these to the general at once, and tell her what you saw in the caves. I've already filled her in on the details.
Yeah, let's use this one.
Oh, you'll be back.
If only I had another wife-bound
Here
scroll.
for coin. Here for you come back with more.
The next one goes into the cannon.
Let me see those, recruit. Wide loading lead.
Oh, there we go. There's the scroll of wife-bound. Asked for it and I got it. Pretty nice timing. And the next quest now. And that's as if the game heard me and he was like, oh, he needs a scroll 5 bound. Here, take this one. Use it well. Let's look at this fort. Looks like a shiny fort. Very well made. Snow everywhere. Nerdgamer says, "Do you get invited for Magic?" Yeah, I did. I did get invited into the final alpha phase of Magic Legends, and I can't wait to test it next month at the end of middle end of February. The last 1 or 2 weeks of February, something like that. It was between 20 something and 20 something else of the day. I don't remember the exact dates, but yeah, somewhere around there. So it will be fun. And I like that I will be able to play the alpha to see for myself what works, what doesn't, and then when it's open beta, and when we're all streaming and testing the game and playing the game, I would kind of have an idea of what I wanna do with my hero after getting some hands-on during the alpha. Oh, we disbanded the party again. Did it glitch out or did AD leave? I think it glitched out and kicked me again. It happens. Should I invite? I can invite him. Oh, and that reminds me, I need to enable my chat. Maybe he wrote something in the chat. And I didn't see it. I kind of disabled the in-game chat, but I'm gonna enable it. Let's kill this shaman and those things. Yeah, I didn't see a message. Over here. Still in Travel. Okay, he's here. He's in the Fields of Unrest? Wow, that's interesting. And you can port to me whenever you're ready, if you're still listening. I'm not gonna rescue Hicks and Kennick until until we're both here.
You can't use that skill. You can't use that skill.
Let's open this cocoon.
Cast that spell here.
Okay.
You can't cast
There we go. I was wondering why there aren't that many spiders.
You can't cast that here.
And Nerdgamer says you get invite. Oh no, actually I read that. That's NC. No rapid strike. I can use rapid strike later. I mean, I need to go and respec. I like rapid fire for now. Oh, and that reminds me. I need to level up Vortex Bomb for cooldown. I was wondering what I was missing. In the armor.
You can't cast that spell here. Can't cast that here.
Okay, let's see this way. Mimic. They need to make pressure shot shoot to elevation, upwards and downwards. Like this thing here. Can't reach them until I go up. Other skills can, like rapid fire can. They just need to apply that property to pressure shot.
You have gained a level.
At level 10 I get 2 skill points. Maybe at level 9 I can save the skill point. I wanna get tier 1 Poker Flames early. Probably gonna save this point as well so I can get power projection as well. I'm not sure what this build would be, but most likely I'm gonna make a melee build out of this. For now I'm gonna use pressure shot, but later maybe something else.
That spell can't be cast.
Oh, and I wish I could get Mountain King helmet and chest, so I can remove the one I've got in the legendarium and put something else there. Ancient Ember Hatch would be amazing while leveling up. Face Beast. Let's do it. And Eddie, for portaling, you just press your portal button which normally on PC is Z for me. I'm not sure what it is for you. But yeah, you just press the teleport button that lets you open portals, and this lets you either teleport to the person in the team or to their fort as an option.
Cast that spell here.
Okay, got this one. Keeps giving me Mountain King wheel. It dropped me 3 Mountain King wheels so far. Okay. Let's see.
That spell cannot be cast. You can't do that here.
Let's wait for those to spawn. And boom, and boom.
You can't cast that spell here. You can't cast that.
So, Skittles.
You can't cast that here. Spell here.
He's in Travel Point. I'm gonna wait and not kill the boss. Wait, he's in the Fields of Unrest? Why? And the Kazam show says, hey there, Struck, do you know if explode bots scale with weapon damage? Well, they should scale with weapon damage, but I can't confirm. They're not saying anything in the item tooltip. so I can't confirm or deny that because I don't know. I've been wondering myself, but most things scale with weapon damage, so it would make sense for the exploded bots to scale with that. The only things that don't scale with weapon damage are barrage skills that scale from cannon damage, chest gun damage. He's missing something to enter. Oh, okay. I can port to him.
You can't use that skill.
Okay, I'm gonna go to character selection so that you can re-invite me so that the boss doesn't die. Because if the boss dies, then we have to redo the whole instance. So yeah, let's just re-invite each other.
You look pale. Can I offer you a drink? Oh, I'll be seeing you soon. Oh yes, potions. Oh, is that all?
So you can get the waypoint for well-trodden path if you want from me. But this question about exploded bots is a good question to remember for when there's a Mayhem Monday, to ask the devs about this. I hope I remember when the time comes. Oh, in the meantime, let's try and give the Tree of Work something.
Your pet has returned.
You missed Firebelly Village? Oh yeah, I didn't have the waypoint as well. You can teleport to me, it's before Firebelly Village. Like this, press Z or whatever your portal is and then warp. I guess you got it though.
Your pet is wounded.
Oh, we're going to Firebelly, okay. Kazam Show says, I'm currently playing a combo master puppet. No, not a combo. Yeah, combo master puppet, okay. On Bane plus Consecration plus 10 exploded bolts from Toymaker's 2 to enhance damage and melt bosses. So far it works quite well. That's nice, that's pretty decent. Stacking, I'm assuming you're also using Miasma. Well, if they scale from minion damage, they should scale from minion damage as well, by the way. So Miasma should boost the damage. I wish we could test it on dummies, the exploded bots. I haven't tested whether it works, but it might work. And another thing I wish is that the Frost Wall would reduce the cooldown of the Toy Makers too. The same way it reduces the cooldown of things like Imbue Relic. It doesn't seem like it does for some things, for procs. And it would be nice if it starts reducing the cooldown of not just active item granted skills, but proc item granted skills as well. So another thing I have on my to mention list when there's a dev chat in Discord, to try and mention that this would be a decent change worth considering. Let's actually keep going towards... I think it's this way. But that's a good combo you've got there, with the explode bots and with consecration. Yeah, AD's character name, I actually noticed that as soon as we teamed up. We can just keep some of the monsters and group them up. Oh, a phase beast.
You can't cast that here.
Nice. Okay, new hatch. Now, oh, they're spawn killing here. Gate ganking. They're gate ganking us on the portal. So we need to find... I think you need to find Hicks or Kennick, one of the two. Okay. Level 9, nice. 2 saving points for level 10, so I can get tier 1 poke flames alongside level 1 power projection. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn them. Okay.
Your pet has arrived. Can't cast that spell here.
Okay, nice. There's some more spiders down there. Oh, and some more, even better. Let's group them up. Nice. And I'm gonna group up some more. And Kazam says, I'm really sorry, Struck. My computer crashed down and I didn't get to hear what's the answer. I couldn't. The answer about the toy maker. Oh yeah, I said that it's a very, very good combo, and I think the Explode bots should benefit from minion damage. So getting Miasma tier 3 would really help. Just a moment. Sorry. So yeah, Miasma tier 3 should help with that extra 100% minion damage for the Explode bots. And yeah, I don't know what they scale from, but it's a very good combo that you're doing. And I wouldn't mind testing it myself when I level up a Bane Dusk Mage, which is one of the next ones I want to level. That's one of the to-do list ones. It's good to hear that you're synergizing that with Consecration. I would suggest synergize that as well with the Liu General, and having Imbue Relic. And Imbue Relic, every time you trigger Imbue Relic, it would trigger the Liu General, and that combined with the extra damage from Miasma, the 25% damage and the 100% minion damage, that should boost the Exploded bots decently. So you would need two pieces of the Arctic armaments, either a Frostwoe equipped and Liu General in the Legendarium with a sword equipped or a mace equipped, or sword and mace equipped with Liu General equipped and the Frostwoe in the Legendarium. Most of my recent builds have been using this synergy because I just really love it right now, and it's different than my old builds, something new. So most of my new builds use that Arctic Armaments combo with the triggers and stacking that extra damage. Okay. And nothing worth equipping as an upgrade. Woods Beast Hatch. Oh, this is nice. This is perfect timing. Give me those crits. Okay, next quest. Oh, it ported us at the beginning of the dungeon. This Phase Beast Porto. This is BS. The Phase Beast Porto ported us at the beginning of the abandoned mine, not at the part where we entered. If your build is centered around cooldowns, the thing I mentioned is Imbue Relic. Imbue Relic should give you cooldown reduction to item granted skills. The problem is I don't think it works with the Toy Maker's tool, because it's not an active. And I really hope that they make it so that not Imbue Relic, my bad, not Imbue Relic, Frost Woe. I really hope that Frost Woe starts reducing the cooldown of item granted procs like the Toy Maker thing, not just the active ones. Tank Walk work stacks in 12 seconds. Oh, you've picked the Ancient Ember Relic with the Frost Wall? Really? So it actually does work on the Frost Wall, the Toy Maker thing? So they fixed it. This is pretty nice that it's fixed. But yeah, I actually said that while you were offline, while you were crashed. I actually mentioned this, that you really want the Frost Wall with the Toy Maker tool. So you're using the Ancient Ember. Thing. See this, the Ancient Ember thing. What's it called? The Ancient Ember shoulders, boots, and you're probably using the legs. The legs would make sense if you're using the big spider. But if you're using the big spider, you're not gonna use the minion damage from miasma, and you're gonna be losing that 100% extra minion damage. But at least you can do a lot of explode the bots super quickly. And you should be able to get explode bots every 24 seconds. With Imbue Relic. The thing is, I wish that this 1 second cooldown of the explode bot gets reduced to half a second with Frost Wall. I think they need to make it work that way. It would be so fun. From 1 second on the Toy Maker, this one that says cooldown 1 second. Up to 10 of 1 per second. This 1 per second should go to 0.5 with the Frost Wall. I think this would be a very good change. It's not gonna make it super overpowered, but it's definitely gonna help. And this is what I said wasn't working. The Frost Wall doesn't reduce anything that's not an active item granted skill. But yeah, the same way I make some of my recent builds, like the build I uploaded today, where you can use the ultimate, the Arachnid Assault, super often. In my case, it was Dance of Death. This is amazing. With the Ancient Ember set, there are just some great synergies. I actually wouldn't mind making such a build when I level up my next hero, which I was planning on having a Bane Dusk Mage as my next one and making some minion builds. I wouldn't mind testing an Explodebot build as well to see how that works out. In fact, I was planning on making this one the Bane one, but I decided, okay, I haven't leveled up a Forged in a while. Let's do Forged before Dusk Mage. Need to send the pet to sell. But yeah, the best way to get super quick recharges of those explode bots is to use the Ancient Ember Lex, and then to use the big spider skill. Forgot its name. The 50 energy cost spider skill. It's a nuke. It's also let's go in. The problem with packing everyone together is in this game there are a lot of things that do knockback, such as those potions. The best potion in the game that heals you directly, it does knockback, and you have no way of disabling the knockback. If you don't want the knockback, you're stuck with it. I'm not a fan of this. I think they need to make a system where you can revert the knockback to vacuum. Everything that does knockback should have an option where you can click some sort of button on the skill or on the potion that converts the knockback to a pool. So if you're doing a melee build, you don't do knockback because it fucks up your strategy, it ruins your combo. And if you're playing a ranged, you can stick to the knockback if you want to. But yeah, the pool seems like a better thing to do. The same way, if you're playing a ranged build on the Forged, you might want to convert the Vortex Bomb pool to a knockback to keep them away from you if you don't want to be vacuuming. I think a simple button, for example over here on the skill, simple thing that you can click a checkbox, tick, untick, click it, it changes to vacuum, from vacuum to knockback, click it again, it brings it back to how it was. And something like this needs to be added to Sacrifice to Goose, to Living Barrier from the Blood Drinker Relic, to anything that does knockback, such as Hammer Spin, etc. If it does knockback, it should do a pull as well. If it does pull, it should be able to do knockback if you change it. If you have a teammate Forged, you're gonna have a good time, because the Forged with Vortex Bomb can just pull the enemies for you. No potion before you one. Yeah, that's something that you can do, but again, the problem is you can't guarantee that something won't happen, like something won't hit you from afar and ruin the combo. But yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while. I've played similar builds, not with explode bots, with other things, where I want the enemies to be close together, so I can DPS them properly and benefit from all the AoEs. But it's not just for the explode bots. There's many other things in the game where you would want to keep them closely together. For example, Onslaught on the Sharpshooter is such a decent combo if Goose could be changed to Vacuum instead of Knockback. Goose pretty much hurts the sharpshooter with this knockback. I don't know a single sharpshooter situation where I would want Goose to knock back enemies instead of group them together as a pool. Unless there's enemies on me and I want it to pull them off of me. But explosive arrow, you want the enemies close together. Onslaught, you want the enemies close together. Targeted strikes, you want the enemies close together. Tight grouping, you want them together. Even scatter shot, it's good for them to be together. So it's very illogical to have the knockback on Goose instead of a vacuum.
You can't cast that. You have completed a quest.
Okay.
Quest begun.
Good. Next travel point, but before we go to travel point we can probably get the waypoint. Or the next travel point. The passage. Either the waypoint or the passage. Okay, the waypoint is here. I can traverse from the waypoint.
Potions for you? Potions for your little friend? See you next time.
Is desyncing again? This desyncing is seriously annoying.
Groot, good job on rescuing our officers. It appears that Yapper...
Your pet is wounded.
You look ill. Can I offer you a drink?
Your pet is hurt.
Oh, I'll be seeing you soon.
Shouldn't have done this.
Oh yes. Oh, is that all?
Is that a level 10 weapon? 9. Okay, I can get a level 10 blue weapon.
If you have money, I got gear.
Or a green weapon, still works.
Oh, you'll be back. Just who I wanted to see. Oh, you'll be back.
Okay, next. You have a preference for one particular dot between burn, poison, and bleed. Well, poison is the only one that stacks multiple times right now. You can stack different sources of bleed separately. And you can stack different poisons separately, but poisons stack up to 3 times. Each poison can stack up to 3 stacks, whereas the others not. But damage over time in this game is underwhelming. Unless you're going for a rainbow build where you're using all types of dots together, like stacking poison with bleeding and burn, and unless you're stacking a lot of a lot of weapon damage for those dots, and even then it can't compare to 1000 damage plus on certain skills, or certain skills can even get 2-3,000 weapon damage, where with the dot at best you can get each dot to do like 200-300% weapon damage per tick at best. Yeah, I really love dot builds in games, but in this game that's not the case. We need some items. We need some legendarium item that increases damage over time. All of them. It would be nice if there's a chromatic focus item. Chromatic focus item that you can either equip or put in the legendarium that gives you maybe the rainbow the rainbow llama, the rainbow alpaca. Alpaca figurine that's chromatic. And when you equip that, you get, let's say, 200% weapon damage to all dots, or something like that, or it doubles your weapon damage of the dots. So if you have 100, it becomes 200. If you have 200, it becomes 400 weapon damage, something like that. But yeah, we need more items for damage over time builds. Or more affixes that increase all damage over times at the same time. Because you can have some fun rainbow builds using, for example, you can poison with your skill if you're using, for example, poison dart, or you can burn with the skill if you're using like a flaming destroyer, or you can stack chance to burn on the flaming destroyer and then poison with the poison dart, and then bleed with chance to bleed on a shield, and stuff like that. You can try and do some rainbow stuff, but right now it just doesn't work that great. It's kind of underwhelming. But if we get some items centered around damage over time, it would be amazing. Even something similar to Olsen, where you, based on how much stacks of damage over time there are on an enemy, to increase the damage you do, but not increase the damage you do, but the damage your damage over time skills do. So the more stacks an enemy has on them, the more damage over time your ticks do, the more damage the ticks do. Another thing I would like to see is freeze changing. Not freeze, chill. Chill needs to change, in my opinion, to something that reduces the damage you take from enemies. But not applied to you, applied to the enemies. So an enemy has chill on them, they do less damage. And chill needs to stack up to 5 or 10 times. And every stack of chill should reduce the damage an enemy does to you by X%. It could be 1% per stack with 10 stacks or 5 stacks, or it could be more. I think that would be pretty great if we have something like that. Where is the storage here? Storage. It's here. This is nice. It's high level. I think I've got what I came for, some Mountain King pieces. On Firebelly Stronghold. You're saying it can't crit? Are you sure? I think I tested this some days ago and I was able to see them critting. Maybe I'm mistaken. It was like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about this on stream, and I was testing the damages. And it's not about it not being able to crit, because even if it could crit, it still wouldn't do enough damage. 400 weapon damage is nothing compared to skills that can do 3,000 weapon damage. Obviously with the dots you can get them to happen a bit more often, and you can stack multiple ones. But even then it's just not gonna be enough, and you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot to get many dots at the same time, meaning you're gonna have to sacrifice flat damage on items to be able to get more dots in some cases. Not in all cases, but yeah. And since it just doesn't do much damage, even if it critted, it's one thing critting with a skill that does 1000, 2000 or 3000 weapon damage, or even 800-900 weapon damage. And then there's another thing critting with something that does 200-300 weapon damage, even if you have 3 or 4 of those critting at the same time.
You can't cast that spell here. That spell can't be cast. You can't cast that spell here.
I think we just need something that gives us more damage. Obviously we need them to crit. That's another thing, but the damage is still a problem with the damage over time. Because you have to really min-max and squeeze a lot out of it right now to be able to get the numbers I'm telling you. At best, you're probably gonna get 100 and something % weapon damage on one dot, another 100 and something % on another. And then on the third one you won't be able to get as much unless you sacrifice flat damage. But that means you're sacrificing the weapon damage which those scale off, and it's just not viable to sacrifice flat damage on items to get more elemental stuff. And we don't have a system to reroll the affixes, so getting a good rolled weapon with a bunch of different chances to do a bunch of different effects, it would be almost impossible. If you had a system to reroll affixes, things might have been a little bit better in this regard.
Can't cast that here.
Waypoint, nice. And the other thing I'm not a fan of on Dusk Mage is the item with poison on consecration. It doesn't do poison, it does poison damage, but it doesn't apply poison. The consecration poison thing. And it's super underwhelming as well. The thing that item, I forgot its name, that converts your consecration to something that also does damage. This one would have been great if you could cast consecration where your cursor is instead of where you are, just to use it as a damage over time field. And this damage, this poison damage also doesn't charge up the light buff bar, and I think it should. If consecration is doing damage, then it should charge up the light buff bar, but it doesn't. That would have been so great if you could use it the same way one uses Dark Spears, to convert it to a skill that does damage, and to also allow you to cast it on the cursor instead of where you are. Or even better, give us an option to just hold the button and cast the skill, and that allows us to cast it on the location, even without that Titan. Or to be able to click somewhere, that changes the mechanic of the skill from cast on self to cast on cursor. Because if you want to support a tank, and for example you want your teammates to get extra damage while they're tanking in the middle of the fight, and you want to stay at a distance, that would be nice to be able to pop the field there. You can stay from afar and not take hits. Although taunting helps if you have a Shasta taunting. That definitely would help to keep the damage away from the mage. But with AoEs, taunting doesn't help with AoEs. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I can switch to spin to win now. I forgot. Wait, what? Didn't I equip the mounting? Oh. I thought it was the other way around, which one gives which. Pretty nice. Another Woods Beast hatch. Oh no. Return. Oh, and I can wear the shield now. I don't need Jaeger making anymore.
Cast that here. You can't cast that here.
Okay, nice. And this guy doesn't get affected by the Woods Beast sandals. I can still get knocked back from him. I guess he's a boss, that's why, and there's no immunity to his knockback. Denver Gator says, recently started playing. I have watched many hours of your content. You inspired me to play and educated me on builds. Thank you. Thank you very much as well for the kind words and for watching my content. Just watching it means a lot to me. Helps me get something out of it on YouTube. So it's always nice to hear people enjoying the content. There's definitely a lot of things in regards to variety, in regards to builds that one can experiment with. Just like Kazam earlier was saying about Explodebot build with the Toy Maker. That type of build would be even more fun on a forge that gets extra Explodebots from its set bonus when activating not thousand of burst, what's its name? And activating Arachnid Assault, because on the forge you get extra Explodebots from this item. This one, you get extra 6 Explodobots. So such a build on Bane Forged would be even more fun, because every time you use that big relic skill, you would get extra 6 Explodobots for a total of 16 per cast. You won't have the extra bonus damage from Consecration on a Disc Mage, which is a bummer. But if you played together, a Disc Mage and a Forged in a team, the Explodebot duo, see the Forged doesn't even need to be using Bane. They can use something else. They can use Electrode. Electrode, every Explodebot would be able to trigger a Lightning Strike. So you don't even need to use Bane. Obviously with Bane you can get extra minion damage for the Explodebots, which is pretty decent. But yeah, another relic could work just as fine. 25 minion damage is not much. If you're only using 25 minion damage, not the 100% from Miasma, you might as well not use Bane, because you're gonna have much better damage on an Explodebot build with lightning, with the Electrode, because every Explodebot has a chance to trigger Lightning Strike, and that Lightning Strike is a lot of damage.
That spell cannot be cast.
The same goes for Flaming Destroyer. Flaming Destroyer and triggering and with Electrode you can also get a lot of casting speed for other things, which is pretty decent. But with Flaming Destroyer you can trigger a lot of things. The Firestorm Meteors, you can trigger the Falling Swords from Summoning Smash. You can also trigger Magma Bursts. So that's definitely something to consider. Non-Bane Explodebots build. Evan is saying, Evan Shermanian says, yeah, big props struck. Your content is extremely thorough, extremely thorough and informative. Appreciate your diligence here. I'm glad you think so as well. Really appreciate you saying that, guys. I try to make the content the way I like it, the way I like people explaining things. I mean, that's why I make website versions of the builds, where it's just check the screenshot, check the skills. I'm taking this skill, this item, that item. But for people who want the descriptions, the thorough explanation, I make the build videos a little longer than normally a build video should be. Oh shit, I ran out of potions. I need a chest. I'm gonna send the pet to buy potions. Okay, let's go to the Mosrat then. Yeah. Oh, the chat got glitched. It's copy pasting YouTube chat again. Restream chat, restream chat. Why do you do this to me, restream chat? I might disable it from the screen so it doesn't happen. So the chat on screen will disappear now because as you see it's bugged. It's copy pasting messages. Restream servers are getting buggy sometimes, and yeah, there's not much I can do other than just disable the chat on screen. On my end I still see the messages constantly, repeatedly copy pasting each other. They need to fix this bug because it's very annoying. It only happens with YouTube chat, so Twitch chat doesn't get duplicated. At least I haven't seen it getting duplicated in a long time. I hope it's not as buggy as Torchlight 3 on Xbox. I hope so too. But it's just a bug where messages that you guys sent on YouTube get sent repeatedly over and over and over in my restream chat where I monitor the chat from both platforms at the same time. And this carries over. It carries over to the on-screen chat that I use as an overlay on my stream.
You can't cast that here. You can't cast that spell here. That spell can't be cast.
Probably gonna make this spin to win fracking strike setup. Because I already have a build on my website that I made on the test server with pressure shot, the pressure shooter, and then I have the one with shotgun blast and critical mass. I think it was massive flames. So it's either uppercut or fracking strike, and I think with spin to win I like fracking strike a little bit more.
You can't cast that here. That spell can't be cast.
Okay, nice. Wait, where's the oh, the portal spawns after this one.
Your pack is full. That spell cannot be cast.
Nice.
Your inventory is full.
Okay, next quest. Kazam says, can you walk even with two? Yeah, you can walk with anything. You can walk without a weapon and a shield equipped. You can unequip your gear and put the passive from the pet to walk, and you can walk. So walk and evasion right now work the same way. They cap at 40% chance, and meaning if you have 40% walk and 40% evasion, that's what was it, 36% chance to get hit.
Can't cast it.
But you shouldn't underestimate defense, because 36% chance to get hit, if you're getting one shot, you're still gonna get hit every now and then, so you gotta make sure you're not getting one shot whenever you get hit, even when stacking block and evasion. Eventually they're thinking of changing evasion to work differently. They said it when evasion first got added, that they're planning on making it eventually work different than block, to not be exactly the same. Where I'm streaming from? I'm streaming from Bulgaria, from well, our house, not house, our apartment in Bulgaria. If that's what you were asking, if you're asking like location, not country. If you're asking for both, then that question should have answered either. But yeah, you can stack block and evasion, and it's pretty decent when you do so. One thing's for sure, there is not gonna be a spin to win build in Magic Legends, because it's just a different system. You use a spell and it lasts for a bit and then it disappears, and then you hope you get the next one out of the deck soon. With that rotation, I definitely don't think there might be a skill that works similarly, but it's not gonna be forever and you're gonna have to wait before you can use it again. But there's gonna be some very interesting combos in Magic Legends. And to those of you who don't know what Magic Legends is, it's worth checking out. There was a dev stream on Twitch 2 days ago, the recording is still there. You can watch it, you can see the first 6 levels or so. You can see like an hour of playtime in the game. I will definitely be streaming when the NDA is lifted, and during the open beta. And the open beta, where everyone would be able to play free of charge, is on the 23rd of March for now, unless they postpone it. If people give them feedback that a lot of things need to change or get fixed during the alpha, the last alpha phase, obviously it would be better to just delay it if things are super broken. I have one major concern. When they were streaming, the FPS dropped a lot. Not sure if it was related to the streaming, but when they were streaming 2 days ago, I saw the FPS dropping several times in certain places. That means very bad performance. I mean, obviously if they're streaming, they're probably streaming on a strong machine that should be able to handle streaming and playing the game, unless they restreamed on a very old machine. But yeah, I noticed on the machine that the devs were playing, where the community manager was streaming, the FPS dropped a lot at certain places. Like probably went down to 20-30 FPS. Does Torchlight 3 has designated legendary drops? Is there a way to farm certain... No, I wish there was. I've written 7 months ago for them to add designated legendary drops, where if you fight a certain stage of the end game, to have a slightly higher weight to get a certain legendary versus another. So let's say every legendary has a weight of 1% chance if a legendary drops, for that legendary to be X, Y or Z. And I gave them the idea as feedback to make it so at stage 20, for example, let's say this item, the Frost Wall, has double or triple the weight if a legendary drops, for that legendary to be this item. Then at level 21 another one, at level 30. I really hope they consider making such a thing to the end game. But yeah, currently there's so many things left to RNG, and I don't like stacking RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG, and not being able to at least negate some of this one way or another. So first it needs to drop the right item, second it needs to drop with the socket, third it needs to drop with the affixes you need, and you might get 200-300 of the same item in a year of farming and still not get the affixes you want. And the developers believe that you should never be able to min-max an item. They said that, their words, not mine, in a devs chat session in Discord. I hope they change this policy. I hope they change their views, because people play those games for the sake of min-maxing, for the sake of testing this build when it gets overpowered, when you've min-maxed everything, when you've taken every single affix you want on every single item. And I think Diablo 3 and Chronicon are good examples of games that allow you to min-max. Obviously, getting the best roll, the highest possible roll on every affix is very grindy in Diablo 3. But getting the right affixes is not. In Diablo 3 I can very easily get the right affixes I want. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the maximum damage or the maximum crit chance or cooldown on this one item, but at least I can get the affixes I want. All 3-4 affixes on an item, I can make them be the ones I want. And I think this game really needs something like this urgently. But before that we need new endgame, and they're hiring developers, they're hiring game designers, which leads me to believe they're hiring people to help them design new endgame activities. I just hope it doesn't turn out like Wilson, 10 months without a single endgame activity to show. So if by August we don't see new endgame, I will be very disappointed. I'm still gonna play the game, but I'm gonna be disappointed if by August this year, 10 months from the launch, there is no additional endgame activity. Even if it's even if it's scaling the story zones to your level and being able to run around there and do some bounties. Even if it's something as simple as this. See, Wilson, I was okay, let's wait. They said they're gonna focus on fixing the game and then add some content, and I waited patiently for 10 months, and then all the disappointment with the Betrayal patch. Not a single new endgame activity, just a new mechanic, which is not even endgame. You can do it even while leveling up. They didn't remove the broken power creep from Wilson. As well, they didn't fix the grindiness of the game. They fixed it a little. It's a little quicker to level up, it's a little quicker to farm affinity, but In fact, playing WoW and during the boot trail, leveling up with the exact same build, I tested to level up with once around launch. It was much slower and much harder to level up with the spin to win build. So I'm not sure what they balanced, but it felt bad. But yeah, 10 months, it's a slap in the face of players if you spend 10 months developing after your game launches and not give them something new to do after beating the story. Pretty disappointing. But Torchlight 3 launched in October, so I'm gonna be patient until August and see if in August, if by August we get something new. I think 10 months is a reasonable amount of time to design at least one extra activity to do after you beat the story. Because for me the bare minimum is two endgame activities. If you want to have enough, I think 2 is decent number. Last Epoch, for example, it's still in early access and it already has 2, and it had 2 activities to do in the face of the arena and what's its name, the Monolith of Fates. It has had those for quite a while. Yeah, they did rework recently, the last few months, the Monolith. But they still have two endgame activities that are completely different, and I like that about Last Epoch. That when I get bored of one thing, I can always try and do the other, or if I don't like one thing, I can always do the other. For example, I don't like the arena because it's a no-life competition in Last Epoch, and you don't have an option to exit and continue the next day where you left off, and you have to do it in one go, which is pretty boring as a mechanic. But I like the Monolith of Fate, so I don't like one endgame, at least I like the other one, and I can farm my items there. In this game I'm stuck to the Fuzzier. Even though I don't like it, I don't have a choice but to run the Fuzzier right now. Evan says, in my opinion the core gameplay loop is fun, satisfying, but there is a ton of pretty glaring bugs they seem to ignore. I'm hoping they improve performance on their servers on Xbox. Oh, the server performance is not just on Xbox. Just look at that. I can't... okay, I can't show you right now. I'm gonna try and show you, but most of the times when I load into a zone, I have to wait for a long time before I can remove items, delete items, and do a whole bunch of other things to my items in my inventory. And that's pretty annoying.
Your pet has returned.
Where's the storage? Storage. Over here. Torchlight 3 just came out on Xbox Game Pass. Maybe with influx of new players it may motivate them for new content. Well, it's not about motivating them for new content. They know that we want new content, and they have been saying that they know about that for months. It just takes time. You can't just snap your fingers, wave the magic wand and get new content immediately. But there's so many ways that you can do new content. So many different ways that they can do it. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait to see what's gonna happen. What type of new content they're gonna add and when. We know it's coming eventually.
See you next time.
Hopefully by June actually. Hopefully it's by the middle of the year. But yeah, if they're hiring new people now, those new people would need some time to get acquainted with the company and to get acquainted with how they work, etc. And then even if they start working next month, for example, it's gonna take them a while to add new things. But we'll see. I'm patient. I can wait. I can wait as long as we get some details soon regarding what they're working on. Like, if they have some sort of prototype, I wouldn't mind getting a sneak peek and giving feedback about that. You followed my Bane Sharpshooter guide, which totally kicks butt. However, the summons on Ridiculous make it super waggy to the point where you can't react to mob animations. That's the same on PC. The monster HP, rubber bands. It's a yo-yo. I call it the yo-yo HP effect. So if the HP of the monster starts from here and ends here, the HP would go to the halfway mark and then go back up and then go down and go up and go down and go up. And there, sometimes it becomes silly because it shows the monster at 0 HP, then moments later it's back to half HP. And that happens with summons on Bane and on any type of Bane summoner build. It's been happening since launch. Yeah, it's just desyncing. And it became much worse in regards to desyncing around the 22nd, 23rd, 21st of December. Something broke then, and I've been having a lot of problems. Sometimes I need to load into my fort 2-3 times before I can access my stash. Because I would access the stash and then something won't allow me to load the pages. I would click on a page and then it would just be stuck, not showing anything. So do you see how when I click it shows you empty and then it shows you the actual stuff? Well, this happens, but it gets stuck on the first stage. That happens to me a lot, where it gets stuck on that first loading side of things. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. And actually, I actually said that around Christmas. I mentioned that in a group, in a group chat in Discord where some of us can talk to the devs, not talk but write feedback. And the community manager asked me for my log files, and I sent those log files. But I haven't seen any improvements since then. In fact, it's been getting worse in regards to desyncing. So maybe they're hard at work, maybe they're trying to fix it. Maybe it's just affecting specific people, I don't know. I can only guess. But it's definitely something to do with the server and with the netcode. If it's desyncing. Shohei Matsuda, welcome back, Shohei. How are you? We're good. We're leveling with one of my with AD, who is a mod in my Twitch. Leveling up together. What's the best way to say hi in Japanese? Is it konnichiwa or is it is there another one to say hello? I think konnichiwa is maybe for what is it? Is it for afternoon or is it in general regarding any time of the day? Konnichiwa is good anytime. Okay, nice. Have you heard news about PS5 restock chaos in Japan? Just in Japan? I haven't heard it. What happened? Did they restock PS5 and then people start fighting to buy it? Man, we live in a time where I don't know what's happening with this technology. Everyone wants the new video cards. People wanna mine and use it for cryptocurrency mining. People wanna game and have better video cards to do gaming. People want new PS5s, new Xbox gens, and there is just not enough supply. It's pretty weird. Just search PS5 Japan Akihabara. Okay. Akihabara, that's interesting. Is Akihabara this neighborhood in Tokyo where it's all about technology and they sell stuff? Because I had a friend of mine whose father was he worked in the Bulgarian embassy in Japan. I mean, his father used to go 3 years in one place, 3 years in our country, 3 years in another place. And when we were in high school, he's my age. He was studying in Tokyo, high school, and he told me that there was this one neighborhood where it's all about technology and you can buy all sorts of tech stuff. Oh no, I don't have a potion. Only one potion left, I'm gonna save it. Tech City, okay, so that's the one, Akihabara.
You can't cast that.
Oh boy.
That spell can't be cast. You can't do that.
Okay, we got this one. We got this one. But the pet is gonna get me. The stupid summon of the boss will get me. It's not even taking damage. Do you see this one? Oh, now it's taking damage from him, but not from me. Really? Really? Yeah, I can't damage this one for some reason. Mega Blaster. This weapon is such a disaster, the Mega Blaster. The bad kind of disaster, it's terrible. I've said long ago to Michael that there are some things that make no sense. The way the Mega Blaster is. I think what they need to do to the Mega Blaster is first, instead of shotgun blast, they should make it require critical mass to trigger. And they should give it the shotgun blast animation, because right now the Mega Blaster, at least last time I checked it, it used to hit only close range, only something that's super close range, like point blank. And it barely did damage. In fact, it did the same damage as my shotgun blast, maybe even less. First of all, it shouldn't do weapon damage, it should do chest gun damage. That's the first thing that needs to change. It's silly if it does weapon damage on a cannon like the Mega Blaster.
That spell cannot be cast.
Wait, I'm not using cannon skills, so I don't actually care what weapon I'm wearing as a cannon. Unless I use this. Famous for cosplay cafes. Oh, some mate cosplay cafes. That's interesting. I really need to visit some Asian countries soon. But yeah, that's almost impossible for me because plane tickets are just super expensive from my country to there. Then the standard in that country and in most Asian countries there, like Japan, Korea, etc., it would be high standard, so I would need a lot of money to just even do stuff there. Hotels are accommodations probably gonna be expensive, but eventually sometime, you never know, I might visit. Because there are just so many things to see there. I'm from Bulgaria, from southeastern Europe, so the standard in our country, definitely the salaries are not as great as the salaries in some other countries. Some prices are cheaper, some things, but most things are actually the same price as Western European countries. So we've got lower salaries, but food and things like that are kind of the same in terms of cost. So yeah. For example, let's just give you one example. Let's say to work in a store in a mall, let's say there's a salesman like selling in a store in a mall, like selling in a clothes store. I think those start around 500-600 euro. Actually 600 might be a little bit too much, but let's say 500-600 euro. That's like what people earn from such jobs, I think. Or if you work technical support for a call center or something like that, you're gonna earn you're gonna start around 700 euro at best as a starting salary, which for my country it's not bad money for my country. I mean I was working as a technical writer for a software company that makes software for telecoms. From all over the world. We had clients over there, and I worked in a technical documentation and training. So I used to train new employees, and I used to make technical documentation for the services and things that the devs make. And for like 2.5 or I think maybe 3 years in the company. When I quit, my salary was around 1,000 euro, which for our country is okay. It's a decent salary. 1k euro for our country is pretty okay. But the job was definitely not to my liking. My mental health just couldn't handle this boring, terribly stale job. And the things I needed to do kept growing. Like at first I just needed to do documentation, then I started to have to do some other things like some marketing related stuff that have to do with writing. Then I had to start help training new employees and things like that. and yeah, it's me and the corporate world, we just don't mix together. And then I quit the job and I found myself having a lot of free time. And I decided, let's try content creation, see how that works. And I really love it, even though I spend sometimes 10-12 hours a day creating content and streaming, much more, and I don't have days off. I don't take days off unless it's really necessary. I still love it more than working a corporate job. So definitely prefer this, even if I'm busier and if I barely have any free time, and even if I barely earn any money doing this for now. I still see it's a progress. It's little by little my channel is growing. I see more of you on stream. I see more of you watching my videos bit by bit, and it's definitely something that's much more. Well, it doesn't feel like work when I do that. It doesn't feel like work when I'm creating content, editing, streaming, etc. But yeah, in my country the standards compared to Japan, you can see it's gonna take forever for someone with a salary like the one I had when I was working, to be able to go to Japan for like let's say a week or 3-4 days or so. But yeah, health comes first indeed. Especially mental health. Many people underestimate it, but if something makes you feel like shit, you can find a job that maybe doesn't pay as much, but at least doesn't make you feel like shit. I mean, ideally, if I could find a work from home job that's part-time, that I can work at my own pacing, at my own timing, I wouldn't mind doing that. If there's some sort of a job that I can do alongside streaming from home, so I don't waste time traveling back and forth on my PC at the time that suits me, I wouldn't mind doing it. But I've tried, I've looked so much for such jobs online, and there's a bunch of jobs like user testing stuff, and I've never gotten a single request to test stuff on usertesting.com and similar websites like Appen and so on. So then I just gave up on trying to rely on those. But I've gotten some jobs from Fiverr to test other people's games and give them feedback, to find bugs for them, like some mobile games, web browser games. I've tested some for some people, helped them find some bugs. See, that's something I can definitely do. Test the game, give feedback, maybe suggestions regarding certain things. That might be nice. Oh, okay. Upgraded. Oh shit! What? Actually, no. I need to keep this one. Oh, upgrade. Evan says, yeah, I was going to visit Thailand last year, but the pandemic hit, hoping to reschedule it. Oh, Thailand. I definitely want to go there. I love spicy food. If it doesn't give me tears in my eyes, it's not spicy enough. And in Thai, I know there's a lot of spicy food. And in Korea, in South Korea, they like eating spicy from what I've heard. I really want to visit there as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a trip all over Asia. Just the food would be... I'm a big glutton when it comes to food. You know, as they say, happiness coming through the stomach or something like that. I don't know how the translation is. But yeah, I'm that type of person. Feed me good food and I will be very happy. And that's why when I cook, I have specific ways of cooking things. Not everyone might like it, but I cook specifically for my taste, some of the things. Yeah, there's just so many places to visit, and there's so many nice beaches and islands and stuff like that around Asia. In Thailand, in Malaysia, there's just a lot of places there that one might want to visit.
You have gained a level.
Damn, I'm burning through my potions. I'm not sure why. Guess because I switched to melee. Spicy food is healthy. That's probably why even though I used to eat a lot, I mean when I could, I used to eat a ton. Now I can't afford to eat as much as I want to, but I used to eat a lot, and with spicy food I wouldn't gain weight. Obviously that's also metabolism. I know it's metabolism as well, but spicy food definitely helps maintain the weight a little better. It helps digestion, let's say it like that. It makes you if I have to be vulgar, it makes you shit more. Let's say like that. It helps you digest things quicker. Spicy, sour, things like that, they're nice. Obviously everyone has different tolerance to spicy food, and you can't just immediately start for the super spicy stuff if you're just starting out to get accustomed to it. You can just make the jump. I mean, you can make it, but it won't be that nice. There are certain things that people say are spicy. I don't even feel the spiciness, so my receptors kind of have such a tolerance to certain things. Wait, was Eddie here? Did he get the quest? I didn't realize it was just me. But it says he's in the same zone, so he should have gotten the quest.
Your pet has arrived.
Did Eddie go AFK? Oh, he's here, okay. I hope he got the quest completed from the boss. Oh yeah, he can open the chest then he... Oh, he got a Mountain King helmet, nice. One. I need to check something over here, because sometimes I miss out one of those pylons over here. Okay, that wasn't the case this time, just had to check. Sometimes I end up reaching the end of the level and then I have to go back to the beginning of the level because I've missed one of those pylons, so always good to double check in the beginning. Mr. Toasty. Such low DPS. Actually, let's check here. This is a dead end. Is there gonna be a pylon? No. Well, a shrine at least. Guy's here. He heard his name and just gave me that look. I'm not sure if you saw the look. He's probably too small on the screen. Why can't I click on this? Is this a bug? I can't click on the pylon. Oh, never mind. It's been clicked. Normally before this boss fight, I open some gear bundles, so I can get some items right before the boss. Before every act, final boss act, final boss of the act, I open gear bundles. I'm not gonna do it now, but normally I do it. He loves that. He loves that. Oh, that's not the final boss. Never mind. I forgot that we still haven't killed Strong Tusk. So that's not Brow. I saw my level 40 and I was like, okay, it's time for Brow, but not yet. Okay. Okay. Off to the next quest. So Sky woke up and now he's probably gonna start asking for food, but it's still too early. It's 11:30 p.m. He ate when I started my stream, so he ate 3 hours ago. He can wait another half an hour or so before the stream is over. Oh, we gotta talk to General Grey. I forgot. I went to collect some dust from my dust filter from the mesh. This dust from the mesh of my case, and my pet, when he heard the sound, and he was like, oh, what the fuck? Because he's right next to my PC case down there.
You look pale. Can I offer you a drink?
You need to call it a day. Well, thanks Eddie, thanks for the party. Really appreciate you teaming up with me. It was definitely fun for once to level up with someone else alongside instead of just solo. It's enjoyable to co-op level up instead of solo for sure.
Quest started.
Let's try and gamble for
Here
some
for
gear.
coin. Here for coin.
What else should I level up for? Sky, no meow. Meow. That's all he knows. Meow. I'm not sure if you heard him, but yeah, he has a very weird way of meowing. It's like he moves his jaw as if he's trying to talk, and he mumbles the words. So instead of meow, he says meow or meow. It's pretty weird.
Oh yes, potions. Oh, I'll be seeing you soon.
So I can put 1 point and then there's Vent Vortex Bomb leveled up. Next I'm saving points for Fracking Strike. So that at level 20 I can get Fracking Strike to tier 2. Although I don't need to save as much because I've got the Mountain King items. I only need 4 points. So I can start leveling up Cloak of Flames maybe. Need to go to Lake Gobdung. I'm gonna get the portal of Lake Gobdung. He heard some movement outside and now he's gonna go check on it. Oh, the waypoint was right next to me. Nice. Next is switching grounds. He stays here next to me and as soon as I try to grab him, he runs away. Although I could give him some food. I could go ahead and give him a little bit of food, not all, because I need to give him more before the medicine. So just a moment, let's give him some food. Come here, Steve. I'm gonna give him a little. Come. Just a moment. I'm gonna. It's a bit warm here now. Come. Come. Who wants to hear something? This is the sound he makes when he's eating. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I'm ready. Back to playing. So little ASMR, a little bit of ASMR with the purring.
You can't cast that spell here. You can't cast that here. That spell can't
What did I do? The food, so he doesn't grab it.
cast that spell here.
Oh, shit. Just a moment. I need to put my softener for the back.
You can't cast that.
Okay, nice. Toy makers too, nice. I'm gonna sell it though. Low level. Bed rolls as well.
You can't use that skill.
Should I fight some more or just keep pushing and rushing? I'm gonna have a bad time at the boss fight with my defense. Probably gonna get one shot by the arrows when I reach Brow. Not this boss that I'm going for, but the one at the end of the act.
You can't cast that.
Let's see.
You can't do that. You can't use that skill.
Okay, okay. Halfway down.
Finish a quest.
Firewall, not bad.
You have received
I would definitely use a shield on the final boss of the act. Because yeah, shield's gonna be much more convenient and much more useful to me. '89 defense. Some of my pieces are very low level and could use a change. This one, I'm probably gonna equip this one and break the set. But it's 109 defense, definitely better. Okay, let's go. We're getting very close to the final boss fight. This way. Okay. Final stretch before the bossy boss. I'm not gonna go into the Phase Beast dungeon. I've already got enough life-bound scrolls to last me a while. So tomorrow I might stream Chaos Bane, I might stream something else. But yeah, tomorrow I'm planning on I think the last couple of weeks I streamed Chaos Bane on Sundays. Tomorrow I might do the same, stream something that's not Torchlight 3. one non-Torchlight 3 day in the week, we'll see. I've got options. I've got the Division 2, which I'm looking forward to playing whenever I can, because I got it when it was discounted with the expansion. I've also got Pagan Online, which is Pagan Offline now, installed. So I'm wondering, is anyone interested in seeing either of those games on stream tomorrow? Pagan or the Division 2? I played the Division in the open beta, and I have friends who actually play the game, who have it, but they stopped playing, but they wouldn't probably mind returning if I start playing it. But yeah, not sure if I can play with them if they're probably on Steam and I'm on the Epic launcher. But I think with Ubi launcher, both of them use Ubi launcher, so it's probably the same server. So I guess it doesn't matter what platform they run as long as it's PC. Pagan could have been such a nice game if only it wasn't Wargaming publishing it, and if only the developers focused on the right things. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna update that game. Ever since it became offline, we haven't heard anything about it. It seems like an abandoned title, Pagan. But I still wouldn't mind playing it for the story, just to see the basic experience, just to see for myself what it could have been. As a game, if they didn't fail it miserably. It's nice because it's with the Eastern European mythology and war, let's say war, legends and stuff like that. It was nice to have this represented in a game of the genre. There was a lot of potential that ended up getting wasted in Pagan. Okay. Oh, we're there almost. $98 versus $89. Yeah, I know which one I'm getting. So this boss on a spin to win would be a little bit difficult to run. That's why I'm swapping. At least this thing I can swap. That's the least I can do.
Show me your strength.
In fact, no, fuck. She's got a very annoying attack from close range, and I just don't want to have to deal with that attack. Range is amazing for this boss. If I die, it's gonna be from those arrows in between her phases.
Cast that here.
Get ready. Let's make it interesting. Not today. Don't hold back. Let's make it interesting.
You can't cast that spell here.
Too slow.
I'm getting hit, thankfully I'm blocking. Oh, and I forgot that I can equip more pet stuff at level 15. Another pet skill. Should have equipped it before the fight.
Get ready. This should be fun. This should be fun. Get ready. Dodge fist.
You can't cast that.
Stay on your toes. Make it interesting. Get ready.
Can't use that skill.
Okay, she's done. Let's switch back to Spinny Boy. Let's go get the damage again, and oh, this seems... Oh, I forgot to wife bind my mace. Big miss. How could I? Let's do it now. And I can probably do 1 or 2 quests of the new zone of Act 2. Because it's 11:53 PM. Just a moment. Okay. Let's sell the pet items and then go to the next zone.
Potions for your little friend?
You
Is that
can't can't do that here.
Great job, recruit. You continue
You're saying the desync, it didn't sell the items I had
We must discover what this
until later. It sold them afterwards, few seconds later, but yeah.
He spoke often of the Netherim, but nobody paid him any mind. Now I wish we had kept him closer.
Quest finished.
Okay. He didn't want to get picked up. He doesn't like getting picked up, but
Our
we
hero
got him.
set out to find the lost researcher.
What's
Their
that?
one hope to pick up the trail of the Netherim.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like getting killed. Okay, stay here. Stay here.
Your pet is hurting. You can't cast that.
Let's see. Gotta talk to this one, and then the seer.
I know the general was trying to keep it quiet, but the missing researcher? I'm pretty sure that's my father.
Your pet is
Nobody
badly
knows
wounded.
more about the Netherim than him. Let's see if a local...
You have completed a quest. You have gained a level.
Oh, I forgot to respect this point. Well, eventually later I'm gonna respect that point.
Take a chance, spend some coin. Till next time.
They're hurting your pet.
So yeah, maybe let's do the first one or two quests.
Your pet.
My pet just found a little bit of grain, a little nibble of his food left over. He was happy finding that one. I'm gonna rush to the zone. I think they're this way, maybe. Yeah, there they are. Just a moment.
That spell cannot be cast. Its wings. You can't cast that spell here.
Okay. I can rush to the boss now. I've cleared enough of this map. But it's good XP. It's actually good XP to stay and kill some more. That movement speed shrine was very nice. Oh, come on. Okay. Junk, junk, junk. Chance to freeze is nice because when I use actually I'm not gonna even when I use poison dart it would have a chance to freeze them. So for now, even though I don't do much damage with the cannon and I don't rely on the cannon, I definitely could see some use from freezing as a crowd control. Who's gonna rush to the boss?
Can't cast that here. That spell here.
So she will be this way. Oh no, that's not the way, baby. Maybe it is, maybe it is. Yeah, this is it. Say we always next to her.
You can't cast that spell here. That spell cannot be cast.
Okay. Ooh, 73. Ooh, electric 15. I wanna see something quickly. Do I have the ancient ember hatch? I don't have it yet. If only I had the ancient ember hatch for imbue relic. So on this guy I won't be able to make a build with the imbue relic because, well, I don't have it. Hopefully by the time I'm ready to make builds out of this hero, it has dropped. It only drops from level 46 or higher enemies. Okay, one more quest and then I'm done. Probably let's get the next waypoint, the one in the middle.
That spell can't be cast. Your pet is injured.
You've returned, traveler. Yes, good.
Level up.
Waits in the venomous nest. Beware. Something sinister lurks in those depths.
So this is now leveled up. Next. I need to remove this point and I need to remove this point.
You can't cast that here.
Electrified. That's my build name. Pretty nice. Right, let's go to the fort quickly. I wanna do something. Let's see. Boom. Boom.
Your pet is back.
Okay. Wait, why was one of them invulnerable? There we go. I'm gonna do this quest now, and then I'm gonna log out after this quest. What's the time? 12:07. Okay, by 12:15 or so I should be done, maybe even sooner. Then I can go give Sky some medicine, food, and have my dinner. But yeah, I'm happy with leveling a forged again. This one seems kind of equally quick to level as the Electrode Forged. Can't say which one is faster. Just rush. Let's group them up. Come on. Stay close, stay close. spawn them so far apart from each other. Oh, nice, they're teleporting.
You can't cast that here.
Gotta love it when they spawn the enemies far apart. And they're ranged enemies, so they don't come to you, but then they're teleporting. And end up teleporting right next to you in the middle of the AoEs. Ah! I need healing. I've got 0 potions now. Ah, and it spawned extra enemies, wow. Okay, I'm gonna save power projection for when I need to heal. Right now.
You can't do that here.
Please drop a potion. Yes, potion.
You can't do that. Your health
Shit.
is low.
Ah!
You're close to dying.
Pet, heal me, pet, pet. Ah, fuck. The pet didn't heal
Lost
me.
your life.
Well, now I need to quickly run away. This is why I don't like games where potions are drops and you have to find them. You have to rely on RNG to give you
You're
potions.
badly hurt.
Just a super bad outdated system from 1999 that doesn't belong in games nowadays. Put it on a cooldown, give us a different ones to choose from. That's much better than having to find them as drops or buy them from the store. Fuck.
You've met your end. You feel much healthier. You can't cast that.
It's pretty boring when you run out of potions and you can't pause. I can't press escape and just send my pet to buy potions. The enemies would kill me if I go and open this to tell the pet to buy potions. And the pet needs 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Even with the item it's 16 seconds. But yeah. One of the worst things at this game is the potion system. It's just so bad. If only it was like Warhammer Chaos Bane. One of the best potion systems. Simple yet super effective and nice. Okay, let's get the next waypoint and then I'm out of here. And the other thing, they nerfed the drop rates of potions from elites, from champions, and I think they should have done exactly the opposite. They should have made it 100% chance for green enemies to drop potions, maybe 75% from yellow and from purple. But they made it from 50% on O to 33%. chance on all champions to drop potions. And it makes no sense. You're expected to use potions against champions, so why shouldn't they drop with a 100% chance? At least one potion. Sherazad Abdullah says, hey Sherazad, you're catching me at the end of my stream. I'm just grabbing this waypoint, but welcome back to you. Nice to see you again. Oh, there are some people here leveling. Now what level am I? 18? Were they gonna stop clicking on... Seriously? They should stop doing that. This is just trolling. But yeah, what's my level? 18, right? Oh, 19. I'm gonna save that point. I'm gonna save that point for fracking strike, and I'm gonna have to remove 1 point from something later. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me for tonight. Thanks Struckwop for tuning in on YouTube and on Twitch. Keep it cool. Until next time, and goodbye from me.